You're listening to the Weird Girls Club podcast
with your hosts, Nate and Amy.
Hello. Hi.
I was waiting for it to go like 3, 2, 1. I don't know
I know.
why I had it in my head that I like counted down.
Yeah, it doesn't do that on this. It's so weird. But
No.
hello, welcome
Hello,
back to another
hi, everyone.
episode of the Weird Girls Club podcast. And yes, we're on Zoom again.
We're on Zoom,
So
yeah, again.
life got in the way, so we couldn't meet up.
We
I
also
don't
had
know.
another snowstorm on the weekend. Like, fuck off, snow. It snows like every single Friday. We have a snowstorm every Friday, and then it doesn't snow Monday to bleeding Thursday. What is with
know.
that?
It's not fair.
Fuck off.
If it's not like
I was looking at
protests or snow, it's something
know.
something
Yeah.
that's stopping us all the
Yeah,
time.
because
But yeah,
you know, actually, there was no there was no cars blocking the roads, or no police blocking the roads on Saturday. Weirdly, actually, I noticed that, but there was like a snowstorm, so fun.
look at us. But yeah.
So yeah, another week over Zoom. Hopefully next podcast will be reunited once again.
That's not the song.
No, yeah, but
It's
Ouch.
reunited and it feels so good. It looks like I'm singing it to the chipsticks behind us.
they do. I literally am dying for like a packet of chipsticks.
Yeah.
I would love a packet of chipsticks. Do they even sell them anymore?
Ah, yeah, they definitely do. Did you hear about the shortage of Lay's crisps over here?
No. Why? What?
You didn't hear about it? It was on the news and everything. Oh my God. How
No.
last week you called me uneducated for not knowing
That
about
was because it was fucking World War III. This is a packet of crisps.
yeah,
Different.
I was too busy working to watch the news that day. You want to talk about World War III? But anyway, this is about an actual problem.
You cannot say that while there's literally a war going on.
I'm joking, by the way, but there is a shortage of Lay's crisps because Lay's like do all the different crisps or something. There's like a dispute because they want to put up their prices, and like Loblaws and that won't accept their new price. So they're in like talks and debates. That's why
Crisps
there's a
are already
shortage.
so expensive here. It's like $4 for a packet of crisps.
Yeah, so Lay's are like stating that it's like the cost have gone up of ingredients and transporting it and all this, which like fuel and all has gone up, but like
Good on
I think-
Loblaws for being like, no.
yeah, like no, but we're not buying them off you to sell them because no one's gonna
Yeah.
fucking buy them. How about
Brandon,
that?
Lay's go out of business and they get tato.
Tato.
Sounds
I
like
would
plan
be
to
paying
me.
extra. Like, did you ever see how much you have to pay for a epoxy package to get into Canada from Ireland now? $200.
It's actually
like
a joke,
10K.
isn't it?
I'd be quick, like honest to God, it's so funny because before my dad came over, they were like saying like, oh, like the cost of the packages, and I was like, don't even bother sending me a package for Christmas. You better off keeping that money for a fucking flight, like, and coming over with the stuff.
Or just like
Lo and
transferring me the money.
Yeah, like lo and behold, like my dad came over with all the stuff, like, you know, like tea bags, even though he drank the majority of them, but like, oh yeah, like, you know, all the Irish stuff. Like I was like, yeah, I'm much better off just like saving a flight, but I still got me stuff. Like I wouldn't want the money, I want the stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But like
Yeah.
on post, it's because of the pandemic. Like what's that going to do with the pandemic?
The panty's over now, hon.
Yeah. Oh, good news.
What?
Me gym is back open all day, every day. No more.
I'll see you every day then. Can I
I'm
come
not
to the
allowed
gym?
No, allowed around residents, sorry.
Fuck off.
Sauce one. Mind joking, well, it does say no, non-residents aren't allowed, but
How are they gonna
used to
know?
be- I know, that's what I said.
How are they
Darren's
gonna know?
like, "Hey, down now."
They'll never know.
But me patio and all's back open, so we don't even need to book it. We need to book the barbecue, but if we just want to sit out on it, we don't have to book it. Like, we can just
Yay!
go
Oh my god, it's almost summer again.
I know. And the comfy seats. Oh, them sofas down there are mad comfy. We were sitting on them
I'm
for
excited.
hours.
Hours.
Hours. It was actually really nice. In summer, it's really nice down there.
Oh, I'm excited for summer. So excited.
I am and I am. Like, I hate when I get like the sweaty chub rub. Like, I can't. be
Yeah, I
doing
don't like that.
What have
The
you
air
ever get in
conditioner?
summer? No, but don't get me wrong. Like, I like the whole, like, there's loads to do in summer,
Mm.
but I don't like how I feel sticky in summer.
Yeah,
That
like the
makes sense.
sweatiness and like not being able to sleep and not knowing what to wear and all these things. But
And you always have to be hairless.
oh my god, yeah, you should see my legs right now. There's a whole band.
But like in summer, like you have to be hairless. Like,
But the thing is, you kind of want to be.
well, no, obviously
make
you want
sense?
to be, but like, do you ever just get a day and you're just like, no, I didn't fucking shave me legs.
Oh
today.
yeah.
Like, don't even say like at one point, like every girl does this. I do not care if you haven't shaved your legs.
I
like,
already
just
know what
say,
you're gonna say. I already know what you're gonna
like the
And
quick
yes.
ankle shave. Yeah, everyone like, come on. And then you'd be raging if you didn't shave up high enough.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
Just
always
like a
know,
little
like,
centimeter ring or just like one little hair poking out.
and the stupid thing is like no one's even paying attention to that. Like,
No one is staring at your ankles, like
But
being able to see that.
but it's just a thing where it's like there.
Yeah.
Do you know,
It's
like
the
one of those
same,
things.
like, yeah, even say if you have like a spot or something, it's like realistically on first glance or like that's not someone like immediately says. It's more, it's there, so you're constantly thinking about it, like,
And you think they're
yeah.
constantly looking at, like, if you have a
Yeah,
volcano
yeah.
coming out of the top of your head, you're like, oh my god, they're staring at my volcano, or
Mm.
Mount Everest coming out of my chin. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, no. Oh, but I'm excited for summer.
summer.
Can't wait to go to the beach again. Love
I
the
love
beach.
how you
eh?
were like, I'm obsessed with the beach. You must have went like 3 times in the whole summer.
Oh, I went a few times. You just
3.
never came.
I did. I came once in a fucking rain and we were sitting there in umbrellas.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Remember that day? We
Yeah.
sat on the grass. We didn't even go down to the actual beach.
Well, why would I if it was raining?
What? Yeah.
I brought you Starbucks, so you can't say
You did though. That was a cute day. What was that? That was a long weekend or something. I feel like there was loads of people out there.
I don't know. I think maybe it was, but it was Trent came out. Aaron came out.
A long weekend.
I still laugh at that photo Aaron took of us, 2 of us on the beach sitting under umbrella, like sitting under.
Oh yeah, I was like, what is she talking about? Yeah. No, that was
We look like so Irish.
because we were just, there was big trees all around us with like that some people were sitting under, and like Aaron was like walking under, and we're just sitting in the like one circle where the leaves don't cover on a blanket with umbrellas, just like, hello.
You couldn't even see us. You could just see
Yeah.
our bodies.
Oh,
stop.
stop. No, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I can't wait.
We'll have to go to the beach more. It's just like when in that heat, I just hate traveling. Like, it's just such
But it's
an
nice when you
effort.
get out there because then you just get in the water and you're cold. It's nice. Are you frozen? Is she
No.
frozen? I was like, is she frozen or is she just like?
I was just contemplating life.
Yeah.
Don't get
So I
me
want to
wrong,
go to
but, like,
Ireland actually and have a picnic. We need to go to the island and have a picnic.
have you been to the island? Obviously, you've been to the
Yeah.
island. Yeah, there's not really out there.
No, but there's grass and there's benches for our picnics.
It's so funny. Like, it's literally just a field.
Well, it's not really. It's an island.
Yeah, well, like, there's nothing like spectacular on. Like, yeah, you can rent a bike, big fucking swing.
Yeah, and you can go to the one side and it's like a beach. There's sand and you can get in the water. Then there's
I wouldn't get in that
swings.
water.
There's swings. Do you like swings?
Here, listen. There's a fucking
There's a
playground
nice
down the road from me.
bridge that you can
I've
walk
been on the
over. And there's a lovely view of the city when you look back over your shoulder, like, I live there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's too much of a travel just for a fucking field. I'm going to Riverdale.
But it's not, it's a day out. It's a day out. It's a day of adventure.
Oh,
You
I
never
love
know
going
what
in summer. I love going to Riverdale and going to the top of the hill down the back. And
See, now
watching
that's
the
just a
sunset.
hill. But that's just a
but
hill.
It's a nice hill. I'm not
And
saying I'm
it's
doing
hill,
it. I
it's not.
don't stay there for the day
Why not? If it's such a nice hill with a nice view, why not?
because what's the point?
What's the point in that? Oh, me mic.
I'm just going to see the sunset. My purpose is the sunset for that hour before it goes down.
Yeah, no, we didn't do that last year. We have to do that this year. I don't
Yeah,
think I've
because
been there
well,
like summer.
yeah, it's really nice because
Mm.
if you walk up from like the Danfork, like you can just like loads of people like get pizza and beers, and like everyone's just like eating pizza and drinking on this hill. Like there's
Yeah.
like always people
I just
there
want to
'cause
do
they're
like a
all
load
looking.
that this year. Mm.
Yeah, I love the evenings in Riverdale. It's really, really nice. It's just
Yeah.
chill, like
On the list.
on the list.
The tea's repeating on me.
But yeah.
Oh yeah. So there was actually Jan.
Yawn.
I was talking to me mad the other day, right? And she was watching, do you know, Four States,
I love
the show, right? Same, but they brought out a version that's like Four States teens, so it's like teenagers.
Oh, I think I heard about this. I think I've seen some
Oh
clips.
my god, she said it's the funniest thing ever, right? So like I'm actually dying to watch it because even when I was on the phone to her and she was watching, she was just pissing herself laughing the whole time. So I'm dying to watch it. But she was saying to her, she was like, every single person that came on, like their age, like I think like 15 to 18 or something like that. And she said every single one of them has anxiety. So she's like, your generation has like such bad anxieties, all have it. And I was kind of like, yeah, I was like, but then I was like, I think we just talk about it more. Like now I feel like it's acceptable to say that you kind of have anxiety and like mental health, even though it's still like stigmatized, kind of like it's a lot more open, and like our generation and the next generation after us talk about it a lot more. And then I don't know why, but I kept thinking about it when she was saying to me, like even like after the phone call later that night and the next day, I was thinking about it a lot. And that's when all the stuff started happening with Ukraine. Like literally, I think it was that day when Russia had just invaded. And I was like looking at all the videos that we could see, like instantly, like there was people like going to the metro to like shelter away and like loads of stuff. And I was like, no wonder we're all like so anxious and have such high anxiety. The stuff we have at like our fingertips instantly is insane, that we can watch bombings and a war and stuff like that. And obviously, as bad as it is for the people living in them countries, like, and any other country that has stuff like that happening to them, it's obviously a million times worse for them. But being able to constantly see and watch that is like so stressful. And like, no wonder we're all actually have anxiety, because we're like, this is actually real. You're not just reading it in a book, you're seeing it happen live.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
I feel so bad. Like, did you see like the videos of like the babies in Ukraine that they had taken out like the incubators? Like what the hell? What the hell? Like,
yeah, I know.
I can't even, like, I don't even feel like it's actually happening. Like I literally feel like that's not real. Like it's not happening. Though
It's
it
like
is real,
something of a movie. It's like watching like a movie from World War II or something.
Like
it's like that's what it's like watching.
But like it's so crazy because like in a sense, like it could have been so avoided. Like this all could have been so avoided because Ukraine were waiting to become a member of NATO. So NATO is like, I don't fully know what it is, but NATO is basically like certain countries are in this like organization, and it means like if one country that is in NATO goes to war, they all go to war.
Yeah.
And Ukraine had applied to become part of NATO, and they were waiting. So what I don't understand is when Russia first landed on the border trying to get into Ukraine, why wasn't their application just approved? And Russia being like, well, I'm not going up against how many countries? Like I think Canada is in it, America is in it.
Yeah, there's a load of countries in it.
Like, why wouldn't you just approve it? Like it doesn't make fucking sense.
Yeah,
like,
because they've now applied to be a part of the EU. They've done like a fast track procedure, and that was about 2 days ago, and I still haven't seen that and that it's been accepted either. Because as soon as they get into the EU, then NATO can do it on behalf of the EU. They can go into Ukraine and fight with them. Because I was seeing stuff about that they were like they were going to join NATO, and that's what Putin didn't want. So that's why he was like kind of doing this, and it was all happening, like it was all evolving over the last week. But then there was stuff that they weren't actually applying to NATO. So I don't know, that front is a bit confusing to me, but it's crazy what's going on. And that's what had me thinking about like anxiety and all the stuff, like how, because my ma initially had said like, oh, I think like it's social media and the internet, and I did agree with her, like definitely is. We can see what everyone around the world's doing. It's like if you're 24 and what Kylie Jenner's 24 and is a billionaire, you instantly just compare yourself to everyone your age somewhere else, when there's two completely different standards to a 24-year-old and 24-year-old celebrity child of a billionaire, whatever. Like, because I was even thinking back to when the pandemic started. I remember when that first started, I was having like panic attacks because I was just reading everything in the news. You didn't know what it was. It was like at the stage where like 10,000 cases was like, oh my God, that's so many. Like now looking at it, there's millions of cases everywhere. But when that was even first happening, it was like just bombarded with news. And then I remember when during the pandemic, then when like the protests for Black Lives Matter was happening, it was like I remember having like 5 live streams open of like different states in America, seeing the protests, and you're seeing people even being attacked, and it's like the amount of stuff that we can consume, it's like, yeah, that's definitely affecting all of our mental health. Like that you can just watch stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even like stuff you could search up on YouTube. I'm sure there's like crazy shit of like people dying or people like whatever it is, like the stuff we watch and can recognize that it's actually real is, yeah, no wonder we're all fucked.
Social media definitely plays a big part of people's anxieties. But then again, it's also stemmed like from like when you think back, like when you were younger, like your first probably experience with like anxiety is stemmed from like academics. Back when like our parents, like they didn't have the pressures of like you have to, like the pressures of trying to get into colleges, like, and points constantly going up. If you really want to get into a college, you really want to do good, like they didn't have that pressure. Like memorizing books for like what 11 subjects, 12 subjects, for like remembering all this, like,
and 3 different languages or
exactly, like no one, like they didn't have that. Like if they just attended school and like done tests and like they passed, like happy days, like they got through school. That's what it was back then. It's not like that. It's not like that for this generation. That's why I was always like, it's only a piece of fucking paper at the end of the day.
Yeah. And if you wanted a car, you used to be able to just go in and like apply for like a driver's license. You just get it. Like years ago there was no tests. Like I remember my maths friend telling me that, and like my maths friend was younger than her, and I remember her telling me that, and I'm like, what? I'm like, that is the weirdest thing I have ever heard. What she like didn't do a driver's test. There was something you did. I can't remember what it was. I don't know if there was no physical test or it might have been a theory, but there was something that like she just kind of applied for like your driver's license, and then at a certain point, they were bringing in like the theory test and stuff. Like this was back in like the 90s or something, and I'm like, I just thought that was mad because all I knew was there was obviously a theory test you had to do, and then you had to do practicals, then you had to do like all these different steps. I'm like, even all of these things are like so different to years ago, just when like our parents were growing up. Like tellies were such a new thing even when they were growing up.
Yeah, true. Yeah, like it's so different. Like it's so just everything that they could just do back then. It's a lot more complicated. Not everything now. I'm not going to say everything because obviously I don't know everything that they did back then. But like, sorry, like we can't just buy a house now. Can't just get a car and do driving lessons now because you need insurance and like it's not that straightforward like at all. So yeah, anxiety does stem because you don't want to be fucking 60-year-old and still living with your ma.
Oh, 100. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's a fucking, what do you do? Like, do you know what I mean? You're backed up against, like, and don't get me wrong. Like, if you put your mind to it, you can definitely like do whatever you want. But what we're trying to say is that all the anxiety that comes with things, like it's all build up. Like, it's so different. Well,
because that's what it is. It's coming from everyone.
Obviously they had their own anxieties back then that we'll never understand. But then again, they'll never understand the extent of where our anxiety comes from, where we can Google like the most disgusting things like at our fingertips.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like when you think back then, obviously like life was kind of a lot harder because even something as simple as that we take for granted now is like communication, that we can sit here right now, we're in totally 2 different places and have almost a face-to-face conversation. Like we can see each other, we can hear each other, stuff like that, and then we can talk to our family back home. Yeah, all that is like well and good, and that's great, but I feel like that's kind of the only benefit really of like technology in a way, and like obviously the advancements and stuff it's had on like say like medicine and growing certain like businesses, stuff like that. But then when you think back years ago, life would have been simpler in a way, but then it was a lot more basic. So there's like totally just 2 different variants of it, but yeah. just madness thing about it. Because it's like you're constantly thinking about everything and you're being pulled in every different direction because you can be swayed by so many different things now that you have in your fingertips. Like you can read 20 newspapers at once because they're all on your phone now. They're not actually a newspaper.
Yeah,
and just
it's actually that's so funny because me and Aaron were like watching a film the other night and we were like, oh my god, like they're all, and it was only like, what film was it? It was like, it was based in the 90s. It was based in the 90s. Oh, do you know, it was Pam and Tommy, that's on Disney Plus.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it was like these writers were sitting around a table for like Jimmy Kimmel or something, and they were writing his jokes. Obviously, he has writers to write jokes, but they were all reading the newspaper for the news to make the jokes. And Aaron was like, "Oh my god, look at them all reading the newspaper to get their news, to write their jokes." Like there wasn't, even if they had computers, like it was like, you know, the black and green,
the box
brains,
like kind of thing,
Yeah, like it wasn't like
mad.
what we have now. But you have to remember as well, the more advanced technology gets, the more advanced the pressure on jobs gets, because we need to know more. Younger people need to know more about technology. So the majority of them use technology in their job.
Yeah, no, it's insane.
Like if you're an admin assistant, and they're bringing out like an advanced Excel, I don't know, just for an example, you need to know that because you're going to use it if your job starts using it.
Yeah,
so as technology advances, like so does the pressure of keeping up with your job role as well. So that's extra pressure on people that aren't IT people. Like it's just, we just know it because we know it.
It's like the world is evolving at like such a quicker pace than like say the last like 15 years or something. It's like it's constantly speeding up the evolution. Is it called evolution? Whatever it is.
Yeah, you could call it that.
Well, yeah, no, it's crazy. Like, because like that, I think I was watching something the other day and they were like took out their phone to ring someone. No, do you know what it was? I think I was watching an old episode of Sex and the City and they didn't have mobiles. It was like you couldn't contact Carrie. She'd have to go home and listen to our voicemail of why someone didn't show up for brunch. Like, and I'm like, that's insane to me. Like,
it's so weird.
And then
I don't remember a time where my parents didn't have a mobile. Like I remember my dad having like this.
Yeah, I don't know.
It wasn't like Saved by the Bell brick. It was like a Nokia, but a bigger Nokia, and it was black. And blue, and I had a little antenna on the top of it.
My ma, I know I don't remember it, but I think my ma's first phone was like that. One of our first phones. I don't remember it because like funny. I probably wasn't even born. But yeah.
That's insane. Mad. Well, yeah, because I think I took it on me dad. Like he got new one and it was mine. Yeah. Then. And all I did was ring the house phone from in my bedroom. Like, who the fuck am I ringing?
I think my first phone had like do you remember the little flip phones and they had the little antenna and it was like a little stub almost?
Yeah.
I had one of them, so it flipped open and I had a little thing and I was like thinking of that, like back then that was the coolest thing ever, but like you couldn't do that on it other than probably play like, what was that game, Bounce? Do you remember that game, Bounce?
Oh,
the ball, that snake, and then ring people. You couldn't
love that game.
Oh, I loved it.
I used to love that. Oh my god, I literally forgot all about that.
Yeah, no, loved it.
I felt so. But when we had phones, it was like when I had a phone on mobile, I couldn't go on Facebook around.
No, I was only thinking about this the other day when Facebook did come out and like phones got to the stage where they had internet. Google wasn't a thing. Google wasn't a thing. You'd go onto the internet and it was literally called internet, I think. I don't know what it actually was on my phone. I remember having this Nokia and you'd go on, but it'd have buttons. So every time you'd go down, it'd like jump from thing to thing. So say it was the internet. My God. So when you'd have to type in Facebook and then when all the options came up that would be like say on your Google page now, you'd have to press down and it'd go on to all the headings down and down. And so say you went onto Facebook, it'd go clicking profile and then it'd go to someone's status and it'd go down like, comment, and you'd have to go past all these things to keep scrolling down your page. You just have to keep
pressing because laptops and computers played such a big role when we didn't have like, because you didn't like, it was a pain in the arse to like actually use any internet on your little sheet. Like
you rarely used it.
Do you remember the media free text?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I was like, do you remember when like Oh, obviously over in Canada, it's not really a thing. They're all like bill phones, but back in Ireland, and I don't know about like other places in Europe, you can buy credit for your phone, or a lot of them are like prepay plans that are out now. That was like very hard to say, prepay plans, where like back home now you can pay like €30 a month and you've like unlimited calls, text, and like 15 gigs of that. Really good. Canada fucking sucks. But before that, like years ago, you used to have to buy credit and there was no plan. So it would take like 30 cents or probably like 10 cents every text message. I remember like running out of credit texting people after school, and that like you just couldn't talk to them until you were in school the next day. It's like, oh, I ran out of credit. Or like if your ma would go and get you like a $5 worth of credit in the shop, then like because you literally had to top up every time it was gone. So like there was no such thing as a double text then, because you are paying for every single text message. You are writing that like in a big long essay. But yeah, and there was no emojis. No emojis.
No. Yeah, or
emojis were not a thing.
You had to actually manually type emojis. Like,
do you remember
like
the
face
dot and the L was like the laughing face?
Stop. Yes.
And then Facebook turned it into an emoji. So when you do that, it actually turned into a laughing face at one point. Oh my God. Like, so, talk about trip down memory lane.
And then I think I remember Meteor did have a like a €20 plan, but like if your man weren't willing to like give you €20 to top up your plan, you are whacking them Meteor text over.
Oh, 100%.
Like I think you got like, what was it? Was it like 200 a month or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But so you text it off like the website, and then your
it come through to your phone.
It come through to your phone. And then that's how you use it. So the two of you could have like no credit, and the two of you both just be using your phone just to read the message.
Oh my
like,
God.
Before MSN times, like what was
and like point? Facebook, there was no such thing as WhatsApp. There was none of that. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, stop.
And the early stages of Facebook as well, when someone logged off, you could not message them. Do you remember that?
I mean,
you could be in the conversation with someone and your mad come up and like get the fuck, it's like 10 o'clock at night, you're in school in the morning, turn off the internet, and it's like mid message and you just can't message anyone, or they just can't message you then because like it just come up, this person has gone offline, please wait till they're online to message them, and you just like, couldn't send it.
It was so stupid.
Weirdest thing ever. Because then it was like, then you could send it, but it's like they will find this when they log back on or something like that. It'll be sent when they log back on.
But I want it now.
Weird. Now you can't escape it. Jesus Christ. Now they have a whole bleeding separate app for Messenger. But the evolution
now
of
you
the
just have
internet
to block
crazy.
people when you don't want their message.
Yeah.
That's pretty much like how you operate. But I think we should jump into just some of these. We have some we just thought it'd be some if you can hear background on, my neighbor decided to drill. We decided to do some like funny, what these are called are 35 of the best random facts to have at a dinner party at your fingertips.
Yeah, no, we didn't really know what we were going to talk about today, and then we just kind of went on a mad tangent there. So,
so we just decided to keep it light and fun as much as possible.
We'll move away from anxiety and stress, and now let's chill out.
Anxiety. Okay, I will start reading some of these and let me know, Amy, what you think. And anyone listening at home, don't be afraid to send us a DM and let us know what you think of some of these, because they're probably fucking stupid. Because this was the first thing that came up when I Googled.
Or if you're watching on YouTube, comment down below as well. Exactly. Right now, you can
don't forget to smash that like button.
Like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell, follow our Instagram, TikTok, and where it goes.
Amy.
Right, sorry, go on.
You're sounding like a bleeding auctioneer. When a 5 times,
go try sold.
Right.
Wait, actually, sorry, before you start, did you make pancakes today? If anyone's wondering, it's Pancake Tuesday today when we're recording this.
I didn't even know it was Pancake Tuesday today until I seen you post about it.
Wow.
Did you actually make that French toast?
I made it ages ago. Yeah, I did make it.
She made French toast.
No, I made it ages ago when I came back from Ireland and I was dying for it.
And why was I never invited up, Niamh? Would you like some strawberries and lovely?
I know. I just realized the other day I haven't invited you up here in like months.
No, she doesn't like me anymore, people. That's why she's sticking this to Zoom and everything. She would rather Zoom me.
literally realized that the other day.
Don't even know our address anymore. Don't even know where she lives. Like, honestly, I couldn't tell you.
What's
But here,
wrong?
actually, here's a question. Amy, when's my birthday?
Why did you 29th of July?
Woohoo! What year?
Oh, why did you do this? 1996.
No!
I say the wrong one every time. Oh my god. Niamh, I already thought about this. I think it was last night. I was like, I'm going to text me about birthday, and then I forgot.
And I know yours. Yours is the 24th of March, 1998. That so annoys me. No.
No,
Let me
wait,
finish the
so
sentence.
what? Tell me the year, right? I will not forget the year again. Tell me the year.
Maybe you should just buy me a necklace like what you wear all the time with me fucking year on it.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
the
why
only
you
way
know.
I'm gonna
That's why
remember.
you know. That's why you know my birthday, because I have a necklace
Yeah.
that says it.
That's how observant I am because I remember.
Oh, well, you
everything.
know,
Like,
that's one thing I am not.
Listen, you should be thankful if you ever got kidnapped and they're like, what does she wear jewelry? Oh, yes, Mr. Officer, she does wear jewelry. And you know what? That bitch didn't know my birthday, so I'm not fucking telling you. Let her be lost.
Right, so what year was it? What year were you born?
95 one.
95, right. You should be thanking me. I'm like taking a year off your life. I just forget you're so much older than me.
This is the last episode of the Weird Girls Club.
No, I'm joking. No, because for so long, I genuinely
respect your elders. Respect your
For so long, I thought there was only 2 years between us. That's why I always say 96. Because you only told me, I only realized it was 3 years between us, like the last time we had this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have 96 ingrained in my head, but I will remove it. Yeah, I was sitting here last night. I think it was last night. I was like, I should just text me about birthday.
I would have LOL.
I don't know why it popped into my head that I was thinking about it. I was like, I actually know my birthday now.
There you go. Well, I'll ask you in the next podcast. Now she'll have it wrote in our hand. Our hands will be sweating that the ink will just be running off our hands. Sorry, I just had to ask her that just to keep her on our toes. Because I'll ask you when you're not expecting me to ask you.
I know.
Because Aaron gets mine mixed up sometimes and he corrects himself straight away. Because
you've known him like about 20 years.
Feels longer than that. Because their anniversary is April 28th and my birthday is July 29th. So he's always like, oh, like July 28th. And then he'd be like, no, July 29th. And I'm like, you're lucky I didn't have to tell you to correct it. You do it yourself. But anyway, well, let's jump straight into today's fright. So the Eiffel Tower can be 15 centimeters taller during the summer. Did you know that?
Why does the grass grow and push it up?
What?
Like how?
Due to the thermal expansion, meaning the iron heats up, the particles gain kinetic energy and take up more space. So it's like, when like, sometimes like wooden door frames, like in bathrooms, they expand.
Yeah. And like how you get like swollen sometimes. Is it a heat that makes you
swell up in the heat so bad.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, my
That's
hands
mad.
swell up so bad in the heat.
When you swell up, just think to yourself, so is the Eiffel Tower.
I'd be as big as the Eiffel Tower the way I swell up.
But like, does that else swell up? Like, what about the Leaning Tower of Pisa? Like, does that else swell up or just the Eiffel Tower?
I heard the Leaning Tower of Pisa now has enough problems. What
about Statue of Liberty? Does she gain a few pounds in the summer?
I don't know because I think it
maybe
depends
it's the
on
material.
What. Yes,
Cool facts.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh. Ow. Beat you to your old age, you're getting slow.
I'm not. I'm just getting fucking off all the time. Between you and Aaron, literally, Aaron asked me earlier, what do you want for your dinner? And I said, I don't know, something easy. But he just heard easy and jumped in and was like, no, there's nothing there for an easy dinner. And I was like, if you continued to listen to the rest of my sentence, I said pasta. But he didn't catch that. And I knew he didn't catch it because he cut me off. But I had said it. And I was like, I'm going to wait now a while until he asks me again. And I'll be like, I already told you. Pasta.
And did you have pasta?
I did. I had a vodka sauce pasta. It was absolutely...
Ooh. I had pesto pasta.
Pasta, you love a bit of pasta, don't you?
I do. Yeah.
What pasta did you actually have?
This weird new one that I bought because it was the only one that was in the grocery shop the other day. It's, you know, the twisty one that you like. It's like penne, but it turns around.
No.
I don't know how you said you liked it because the sauce gets caught in the swirls. So it's like penne, like, do you know the way penne is just like a little barrel kind of, but it's not
Yeah.
flat. It's like it twists around like in a spiral.
I know the spirals, but is
It's
there a
kind of
hole
like
in them?
no, so it's kind of like the spirals, but I only noticed when I cooked it the other day that like it's just a bit different. It's weird. It's weird. I'll send you a picture. Because when it was cooked, I think some of it came apart. So then it was all these little, like the little chipsticks in the background. It was always it weird pasta. They hadn't got the like normal ones that I usually get.
I am so curious to what pasta you had now.
Yeah. Weird.
Go grab it.
Right, I will. Be back.
Will I show you mine? You show me yours, I'll show you mine. Right, ladies and gents, here's my pasta I use. I can't see it with the camera, but I'll take it.
A container. Oh, I just got
No,
like
mine's in
one.
a box.
I just got
I just brought the
one.
box. Let
Can
me
you see that?
That just looks like spirals.
That's what I'm saying. It does look like that, but look at the. Can you see that?
Do
The
they
way
not
it's
all
like
look
a, it's like a fan, but like when it's cooked, it's different. They like flatten out. It's just weird. It's just weird. Like that's what it's like, and then it's like that. I love
Mine
that
are the
one with
barrels.
pesto. I
We did
love
vodka
that
sauce
sauce.
in this because it was so saucy and all the sauce was like inside.
Inside. Oh, I love that.
People make pasta chips as well with these ones, I think.
Oh, is pasta nice on its own?
No. I tried it before. Wouldn't do it again.
It doesn't really taste
Next one. The Spice Girls were originally a band called Touch.
Touch the button. I didn't know
when
that.
we first started with the name Touch, we were sorry, hold on. When we first started with the name Touch, we were pretty bland, Mel C told The Guardian 2018. We felt like we had to fit into a mold.
So they spice things up.
Spice up their life. Every boy and every girl. People in the world. Human teeth are the only part of the body that cannot heal themselves. Teeth are coated in enamel, which is not a living tissue.
Huh? Yeah, because aren't they bones?
Like,
I thought they were bones.
I kind of knew that, but like I knew enamel can't heal itself. Like once enamel's gone, it's gone. That's why you get fillings.
Yeah, and like if you chip your tooth, like it doesn't grow back.
Like I'm shocked I have never had a filling.
Really, I have one.
Like how? And I think that stems from I will never, very, very, very rarely, if I have a fizzy drink, I will never sip on a fizzy drink.
Always a straw.
No, like even with a straw, like I was
mean?
always taught. I remember the dentist done a visit into our primary school before, and they were like giving you tips on like how long you should brush your teeth for, like how you should brush your teeth and all this. And they were saying like if you have a fizzy drink, I should drink it all within the same kind of time frame. Like don't sip it and put it down and like go about and then come back and sip it, because you're constantly the sugar is constantly breaking down. So it's like the sugar breaks down if you're sipping it like over like an hour, like every 10 minutes, just take a sip. So the sugar goes on top of your teeth, then the enamel breaks down all that sugar and does all the work, and then you're drinking more sugar again and wear the enamel down more.
Ah, okay.
So that's how. So you will. It's
yeah. I always notice that about you. Like if we order food and you'll take out a can of Coke for us, yours is gone about 3 seconds.
Yeah, or I'll finish it like with the meal.
Yeah.
I very rarely like have a drink like after like a while after me. Like obviously sometimes I have like drink left over from me, but I will drink it within a sip. Like I won't leave it there and sip it or put it in the fridge and go back to it. Like no, because I know that's bad for my teeth. That's probably why I haven't had a filling. Like I've never had real teeth problems, thank God.
Yeah. That's good.
Oh, touch fucking wood. Maybe I'm jinxing myself.
Yeah, you're jinxing yourself now.
I'll be in agony in the morning with the agony Annie watch.
Teeth.
The heart of a shrimp is located in its head.
I feel like I heard that before.
They also have an open circulatory system, which means they have no arteries and their organs float directly in blood.
Love a good shrimp.
Oh my God, that actually makes me feel sick between you eating their shite pipes and everything.
That was one time. No, it was actually for a very long time.
Amy, I think you're frozen.
Oh, you're frozen. The joys of Zoom, glorious Zoom. Oh, when will she return? When will she return? La da da da. Wonder if I have to do one. Yeah. I pressed pause. I was like, because I was sitting there for a minute and then I was like, oh, there's a pause button because I was like, when will she return? And I was like, oh, I can pause this. I should probably just pause it in case she's a while.
Because you like froze. Did I?
Oh, you completely. I heard you say, I think you froze, and then you just completely went.
And then you rejoined. Frozen together.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, they didn't know about that about shrimps. People are more creative in the shower. When we take a warm shower, we experience an increased dopamine flow that makes us more creative. That's why I feel like Whitney Houston in the shower.
Yeah, we got all the great ideas in the shower as well. Well, like just in general.
Singing in the shower. Singing in the shower. Do you know what baby rabbits are called?
Bunnies.
Kits.
Oh, what's a bunny then?
I don't fucking know.
Just another word for a rabbit?
I don't know. A bunny rabbit.
Funny.
The first airplane flew on December 17th, 1903. Amy might remember that date and not remember my birthday. Wilbur and your man. Yeah.
Your man, yeah.
I'm not reading all that, but yeah, Wilbur was his name.
Can you see where they flew from even? Is that highlighted around?
From North Carolina.
Oh, pretty random.
Yeah.
Very close to Christmas. Imagine they didn't make it.
Yeah, it's a bit windy now. First airplane, a bit windy.
Windy too.
Yeah. A chef's hat has 100 pleats. Apparently it's meant to represent the 100 ways you can cook an egg.
Yeah, we had that on another podcast.
Yeah, I know. It sounded familiar. I was like, that's very interesting.
I couldn't remember exactly what it was, but as soon as you started, I'm like, I heard this, and then when you were like, oh yeah, it's 100 ways to cook an egg. Yeah.
Well, there you go. The Spanish national anthem has no words.
Yeah.
It's one of the only 4 national anthems in the world, along with those of Bosnia and Herzegovina, Kosovo, and San Marino to have no official lyrics.
How do you sing it then?
You hum it. Like did you think that was the actual fucking song?
No, I knew it wasn't, but like I was it just I don't know. So is it just, I assume then it's just like a written song, like it has like an instrumental kind of thing, and it's just
instrumental, I think. There's just no words. There's just no words. But
now I want to listen to it though.
My favorite national anthem is the Genovia one.
Genovia.
No, doesn't it?
Very nice, very cool.
Walt Disney currently holds the most Academy Awards. Disney won 26 Oscars over the course of his career and was nominated a grand total of 59 times.
Wow.
Have you watched the new film with,
No.
with Owen Wilson and Jennifer Lopez?
Mm-mm.
Amy?
Is it bad?
It's so bad. Like literally, we watched it on the telly. It's so
I'll marry me or something, right?
bad. Marry me, like
She's played that role about 1,000 times, and he's already done it in like one of the best films. Why do it again? Like,
and they're just such an odd, like it's just such an odd
so
pairing.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Like,
they
it's
don't
just
look right
such-
standing beside each other.
No, like
when I seen it, I was like, "Is this a joke?" Like,
no, the songs
just
in it.
got caught a joke.
The Jennifer Lopez's songs in it are actually pretty good. Not gonna take the songs away from it because they are catchy. Like, what happened?
I think I don't know, dust or something got me choked.
You dusty bitch.
Sorry.
Anywho, I wouldn't recommend you watch it. The songs now are good, but you can look up the songs on Spotify. Don't paint yourself through the film. I was just curious about it. I was laughing at it the whole time before we watched it. I was like, this looks so bad. Like it looks so bad. Like that is like, and then Aaron was like, stick wherever you want on, and there was a link for it. So I watched it. And like halfway through, like so many times, I was like, I'm going after this song. Because in films when they're like performing songs in films, they usually don't perform the whole song start to fucking finish.
Yeah, it's like a minute.
In this film, they were doing double bridges and everything. Like every single song was from start to finish.
Oh no.
I was like, this, even Aaron was like, these song scenes are too long. It's not classed as a musical, like it's a rom-com or something like, so there's no need for it to be fucking 5 verses, 3 choruses and 2 bridges like at each song. Like
I actually watched a film on Saturday. It was a new Netflix film, Misfits.
Oh, I did see it. Was it good?
It was fucking shit. Fucking shit.
Oh,
I don't know how you get a money heist, like a theft fucking movie wrong. There's about 1 billion of them out. I don't know how you get it wrong. So bad. It was just like,
we watched it's not new, but we watched it the other night. It was The Intern with like Anne Hathaway and Robert De Niro.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
That's actually good. It was like an easy watch because we tend to like watch some like heavy like thrillers and stuff, and sometimes
I love a good thriller.
I love a good thriller. Now, thriller's my favorite, but sometimes you're just like, I don't really have the brain energy to pay attention.
Yeah, no, that is a good one.
And we watched another one on Netflix, but we hadn't seen before. It's called I'll See You in My Dreams. The main girl in it is like an middle-aged woman, I'll say, but it's Gwyneth Paltrow's man, real life.
Oh, okay.
And basically it's just her and like a bit of her life, like and stuff like that. It was actually good, and for Aaron to say like it was actually good, like it was like it entertained us. It kept us entertained.
Kept us entertained.
Yeah, and Aaron was like, "What are you picking films tonight with all the old people in them?" I was like, "It's old people or dogs. What do you want from me?
Pick one." I actually have to tell you about a show I started the other day. Oh my God, I was quite excited for it. Right, saw on Netflix. It was a mini series thriller kind of thing. Had the most ridiculous name in the whole world that like I couldn't stop thinking about the whole time I was watching the show, right? But your one, I think her name's Kristen Bell, blonde haired girl. She was in it, so I was like, right, it has to be good. Like it has to have a good budget.
I think I know what you're on about.
If I was watching it and I was just like, there's just something not right. Like there's something wrong with this. It's not right. And I was like, she's
this
like
the one with the girl and the woman with the thing across the window or something.
The woman in the house across the street from the girl in the window. Yeah.
At least but you do know it's a piss take.
No, I didn't till I was like halfway through it. I realized, Neve, there's 8 episodes. In episode number 5, I was like, this is a parody. And I didn't come to that conclusion myself. I was Googling it. I was like, what the fuck are people saying about this? So I was watching it and I was like, I knew there was something off. It was a bit weird. I'm like, this is it's too much. Some of the acting's a bit like questionable,
Over the
and
top.
it's
Yeah.
just all. It wasn't on look like I knew there was something off with it, but I never knew it was a parody because the description of the show is a very serious description. It doesn't say in it it's a parody. It said it was like it was like
name.
no, the name was the most ridiculous thing ever. So that's what had me thinking about it. So
Say it again.
The woman in the house across the street from the girl in the window.
I couldn't even remember that. The girl in the house across the street from the woman in the window, is it?
The woman in the house across the street from the girl in the window.
I forgot.
See, I know it now from like when I've seen it, like it's been suggested to me on Netflix for a while now. And then when I was watching it, I was like, what the fuck's the name of this? And then I now just know it. But I was Googling it like episode 4. I was like, this is just weird. Like nothing's making sense. And then I was Googling it and I saw something. I was trying to see what people were saying about it. And it was like something, it was like the name of it, whatever, fucking woman in the house across the street from the girl in the window parody. And I was like, what? And I was like, parody. And then I Googled, is it a parody? And then I was reading an article and it was like, it's a parody. Like people have watched it and were like complaining about it. And then people didn't realize it was a parody. People only realized halfway through. Some people come straight away. And it was a whole big thing. And I was like, oh my God, I want to die.
What I'm laughing at is that it took you to see episode 5.
I know, episode 5.
If you just text me and said, hey, Neve, check out this new show I'm watching, I would have said, oh, that show that takes the piss.
Did you watch it?
No, because I don't like parodies.
Well, how did you know it was a parody is what I...
Just by the name. There's no serious show. No.
I just thought it was trying to be like, I don't know, artsy or something.
Edgy.
Yeah, like I thought it was trying to be different or something. Yeah. Because it was like everything that's in like, John, like fucking, what are they called? Like Girl in the Train, Gone Girl, Bleeding, Nocturnal Animals or something, whatever. Like it was like, it was just putting everything in it. Like it was just putting everything in it. And I was just like, this is just too much. I was like, she's an alcoholic pretending she's not an alcoholic, but has this bowl like the size of me in her kitchen filled with all the corks. I'm like, and do you know what it was? It was when it was when a certain character came into it, and I was like, nah, he's taking the piss. I was like, this just no.
Like it says a lot if you didn't cop until a certain person came into it.
No, well, I knew there was something up with it. If you get me, like I knew it wasn't like
I took 5 hours.
I had me wits about me. They were only 20-minute episodes or something, like a half an hour. So it took about 2 hours.
That just about 2 hours.
It took about 2 hours on most of the show. But that's because I Googled it. So I was just like, there has to be something with this. I need to see what people are saying about this show. This show's like a piss take. It's ridiculous.
So you haven't had a good viewing schedule the last while,
except for Ozark.
But there is. Oh, what's coming out?
Oh, and Vikings Valhalla. Oh my God, 4th episode was so good.
I seen that. Well, I didn't watch it, but I seen the thing for it, and I was like, I think that's a spin off of Vikings because I knew by the way our man was talking, and
it's
I
like 100 years after.
I was like, yeah, no. But there's something coming out tomorrow that's on Disney Plus. Oh, the new West Side Story is coming out on Disney Plus tomorrow. So I'm definitely watching that. And then there's a new film coming out March 11th on Disney Plus, and it's a Disney movie, and it's based in Toronto.
Oh, cool.
It's called Turning Red.
Oh, I think you told me about this. And Batman's out on Friday.
Apparently, the new Batman is like one of the best Batmans.
I want to go see it.
I'll only go if I can actually purchase or at least have food.
Yeah, you can have food in.
Unlike the last time me and Aaron went to cinema.
Yeah, no, I want to go. I have to check what it's doing.
Coffees. Because he was like, no, no food and everyone was trying to walk in like Starbucks coffees, like because obviously the Starbucks is downstairs from the one in Dundas.
Yeah.
But on their website, it never said you're not allowed to bring in food and drink. It just said they were not selling food and drink. So everyone was so pissed off going in because everyone's after buying like these like, and they were like
$20 coffees.
People weren't bringing in food and drink.
Jesus.
Yeah, like, and we had to literally down them because I only bought them the downstairs, went up fucking 2 escalators and I had to get rid of them. I was like, no, Friday.
Just saying.
Oh, you want to use me now?
How am I using you? Excuse you. Would we have went for coffee today if I didn't text you? What even was that?
Didn't go for coffee with you.
We did. We went to Le Gourmand. We actually went to 2 coffee shops.
I know. I'm pity about the first one, but then I'm glad because I got a free cookie in the second one.
Yeah, that was a nice place. Le Gourmand.
I had the cookie the next day. I had the cookie the next day. I heated it for 20 seconds. Amy, I think I had a fucking epiphany while I was eating the cookie. Being like, this is the best fucking cookie I've ever had.
Oh, stop that. Even like, the mash was so nice.
So good. No, don't get me wrong. Craig's cookies are good. If you want, like, you know, like they're good cookies. Like, they're fine. But this, oh, mama.
Beautiful.
And I had a lovely cup of tea with it. And I was just, I was happy like a pig and shit. Like, I was actually so happy. Because I didn't think it would hold up now, you know, like next day cookies.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's good thing you heat it up.
Oh, and it was like, but you know what it is? It was gooey the whole time. Like, even when it was in the press, like, it was gooey. Yeah. I love a gooey cookie now.
Oh, I love a nice cookie now. Oh, like a Max and Spencer's
you know
cookie.
where it does nice cookies? You know where it does nice cookies? Starbucks. Get a warmth.
Well, okay. I don't think I've actually had a cookie from Starbucks.
Got one last week because I was on a hooky. A hooky?
Ooh, you were looking for a hooky.
I was on a hooky. I meant to say hungry cookie. I was on a cookie moment. I don't know where I'm getting. I don't know why I was trying to.
You were craving a cookie.
I was craving a cookie. That's it. I was craving a cookie and I got one at Starbucks and it was actually beautiful when it's warmed up. It's real soft and all. Oh, it's actually good. For some reason I thought in my head like Starbucks cookies were mad hard, like you could bounce them off a table, but maybe they're the ones in Ireland I'm thinking of.
Maybe. And probably if you don't get it heated up as well. Even sometimes I find that croissants, if they're not heated up and eaten like straight away, they can get a bit knock in the head there. Do you want to go see Batman on the weekend though? I'm not dedicating my life to Anne anymore. I'm a last minute person. That's how I'm living life now. So like text you on Friday and ask you, do you want to go see Batman?
Do you want me, like, what about Aaron?
What about him?
How long is it on for?
I actually don't know. I just seen that it was coming out Friday, but I was just asking because I assume it's probably gonna like be packed, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
I
hate a packed cinema. Am I the only person that hates a packed cinema?
No, I think everybody does.
Like you know the way you get some people and they're like, oh, I love a packed cinema, like the atmosphere. Yeah, no, I love when someone's sitting on me lip chonking away on themselves, like, and heavy breathers. Oh, heavy breathers in the cinema is it?
It's very short.
It's what?
Apparently, it's 2 hours and 56 minutes.
2 hours and what?
58
minutes.
56.
Oh, so the credits lets us say 3 hours.
That's what?
3 hours?
Yeah, that's long. That's longer than Harry Potter.
That's long. We should actually see if I can get it. I can get it on the link thing.
I want to go to pictures.
All right.
Do you not like Pink on? I like Pink on.
I like the picture. Not when like fucking David and his big gang of fucking sweaty mates are all sitting around just fucking chonking popcorn. No, I don't. I literally hate when I know the cinema's going to be busy. Like literally, I'd be looking at the seat plan. Like literally up until I go.
Same. Like one of Cineplex. Let's see. Jesus. I can't believe it's 3 hours long. That's very long for like a forced in what I assume is maybe gonna be like a trilogy or something. Isn't it like very
Yeah,
long?
they usually do. So, like they usually sign the same person for Batman for a bit, like for at
Mm.
least 2-3 films.
I was thinking we could
Then
go
again, how many?
Saturday early.
You
Nah,
are trying to make me be single. Like honestly, like I
why?
can't even say on this podcast all the things we all the things we've discussed and hopefully have lined up because it'll just rip. I'm not gonna say it. But Amy's like, yeah, I want you single. I'll do everything
No.
then. But then if
It's just go to the
if I'm fully
pictures.
single, I haven't got a baby. I know, but I have to. What day did you look at?
Well, it's coming out Friday, but I'm just on now looking at. Oh, apparently you can go see Abilene on Thursday. How does a film come out a certain day, but Cineplex are selling tickets on Thursday? I was just thinking, you asked me today, we should go for dinner like midweek, just like for something fun to do. And I'm the one that wants you single because I'm asking you over Friday night if you want to go to pictures, and you're like, let's go for dinner on a Wednesday. And then what? Aaron's gonna have midweek dinner on his own. How much more spontaneous can you get than plan the cinema trip? No, but because I know I was planning on coming down. Well, I think I was coming down Saturday to like do a podcast, like try to do a podcast in person. So like we could go to the cinema and then do a podcast. You know, just trying to be pitiful. You're saying I don't want to hang around. You're like, just trying to keep you included.
Amy, I don't even know where you live. I don't even know why you are asking me to hang out with you. I don't even know where you live. I should go bring you to see Scream.
Yeah, I actually wanted to see that. Is it still out?
Do you actually want to go see Scream?
Yeah, why not? I kind of forgot about it, but I did want to say.
I have been dying to go see Scream. I've been waiting for
I'll go see it with you.
come up. Thanks, hon.
So we're
Are
going
you
to see
not
Scream
terrified
then
of
the
Scream?
weekend.
Like Michael Jackson on the bed.
Did we ever talk about that on a podcast?
Yeah, we did. That's why I found out.
Yeah, no, I was right.
Halloween episode.
Oh, right. No, I was absolutely terrified, and like, I watched the Scream movies only last year for the first time properly. I watched every single one of them. I was actually obsessed with them. I'd seen bits of them and like bits of Scary Movie. Like after I was like probably the age of 15 or 16, because that's the only time I could actually look at Scream and not genuinely scream with terror.
Like I love Scream. Scary Movie one where he's like, "Hello, Cindy." She's like, "Who is this?"
Yeah.
But it's so funny when it's like the popcorn thing on the stove getting bigger and bigger.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But yeah, can we please go see Scream?
I'll go see Scream.
ASAP.
We'll go see that the weekend then.
do
Is that all right? Will Aaron let you do that with me?
I don't know.
Oh, but it's I don't know. But when Batman was on the cards,
Will you stop? He'll tighten the shackles around your wrists. No, I'm only joking. Yeah, because I really want to go see Scream. I'd rather go see like Batman when it's like not like opening weekend and then everyone's like fucking elbow to elbow.
Yeah.
Like that's just me though. That's just my preference, because I know I won't. If I'm sitting there for 3 hours with someone loud breathing beside me, every time I've gone to see a long film, every time Aaron will vouch for this. Every time, I am always sitting beside someone who's a big fucking fidgeter, or is sweating so bad, or is the loudest breather. Like Aaron will vouch for me.
Is it just
like,
Aaron? Is Aaron all three of them? Because you're sitting beside him.
No, the amount of times Aaron is like, "Do you want me to swap seats?" And I'm like, "How? That's gonna look so weird if I stand up and we swap seats."
Yeah.
Like
we can go see Scream. Is Scream still on?
Yeah, I'm looking at it down on Dundas. It's like there's times like 11:42, 2:25, 10, 8 o'clock, and 10 to 10
in the morning.
10 to 10 in the morning.
Is that what you want to go there? No, that's why I'm saying I don't. But all the times you said were like more.
It's 10. It's 11:30 a.m. Then 2:20 on me app's gone weird. 2:20 p.m., 5:10 p.m., 8 p.m., and 10:50. But you know what? I think we should actually finish this podcast instead of us planning our lives on it.
Yeah, actually, because I don't even know how long it is.
It's nearly
Probably
2 hours, Ton.
No, I don't think it is. You said like last time it was an hour and 14. It was like an hour and 10 minutes, I think.
Well, it's saying an hour 50 now.
Oh fuck. But yeah, I kind of just forgot we weren't doing a podcast. We were just like chatting.
Just chatting, Huns. But yeah, thanks for listening to this new episode. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and hit the belly thing. New episodes every Wednesday, and bonus videos / vlogs, or whatever you want to call them, is out mainly on a Sunday. But there's always one out once a week. But we'll try do them Sundays or Saturdays or Fridays.
That's why you need to turn the notifications on so you know when they're uploaded. Exactly. And then obviously, of course, follow our Instagram, TikTok, which is also at the Weird Girls Club. And yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye, bitches.
Bye.